Yeah, you're dead.
Wait, flash the light where I can see the whole. I see the head. I need the whole body of the raccoon. Yeah.
Get it recording there. Huh? Yep. Cut into it like you're cutting it with scissors. Keep going. Right. Yep. And then cut sideways, like chop it that way. Yep. And then go in there. Do it again. All right. Here. Push it down in there. Yeah. Yeah. Push it down. Yeah, push it down in there. Yeah, be careful of those edges.
Yeah.
Do it on both sides. And do it on both sides. What are you doing?
Oh, we're putting electric fence. Is it chicken fence?
Yeah.
Putting chicken fence
Under the shed
under
floor.
the shed for raccoons so they won't come in. So that's what we're doing. And I just poked myself when my hand is bleeding.
Okay, get over it. Let's get stapling.
Okay.
Okay. Find a corner and just push it down and staple it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, pick that up. Staple it down. Fold it over this way. Yeah. And push it down. Not all of it, just that. Just this piece. Yeah, the rest of it, just push it down. Just push it down like that. You could be right there. Staple. Oh no, your thing. On the side against that side. No. Here, just go ahead and step this one down. And staple that. Lift it up and move it. You're probably not pressing down flat. You gotta press the tip down flat. So turn it this way. Yeah, turn it down. Yeah. Oh, I missed. Oh. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, so just turn it this way and hit it. Push down. Push down.
I'm pushing.
And then it's not sitting flat.
What the hell? Oh, damn it.
Come over some anyway. put one on every single one. Jump over here, do the center. Do the center part. Wait a minute. First, step it down. There we go. Now, staple. Further. Yeah. Right here. Get one right there. Keep going. Come all the way across. Further apart. On the end. Do it on the end. On the end. On the end. Yep. Okay.
Oh, wait, it's not in there.
Do it again. Yeah.
Oh, damn. It ran out. How you put?
Take your finger off the trigger first. And then squeeze those. Squeeze. Squeeze. And then there's another one sitting on top over there. Put it in upside down.
What's that?
Mm-hmm. And then slam it shut. Just like the other one. You gotta use your finger on this one.
Oh.
Or squeeze it in there. Okay. Wait. Here. Push. Go back that way. Push this down in there. Staple it on the beam that you're standing on. Staple the beam you're standing on.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to do the end.
This one?
Mm-hmm. And over here, just push this down. And then fold that end up and just, staple it to that. Push it down a little further. Yeah, as low as you can get. Yep, staple it. Not that low. I mean, push it here.
Yeah.
There. Now staple one here. You're gonna miss. Yeah. And lay it flat. Right there. And not flat. That's why. Push it in. Then, yeah. That looks good. Okay, here. Take your phone. You go in and tighten it up. I have to give you guys an update video. We got this all closed up and redone. I did a fairly good cut. You know, there's a few spots where I have to get some wood putty and, you know, seal the crack. We're closing up these right now. That one, this one, and this hole. All the rest are closed. You can see where I need to wood putty around that one, so it looks like one piece of floor. Yeah, I miscut a little bit, and you know, right here I miscut a little bit, so I need to put some wood putty. I got that one almost perfect. The one underneath here is all closed up. We got that all nice and closed up. There's rocks down there, wiring to that. This is the wire that will charge the electric gate. I'm going to wire the ground to this wire right there, and then I'm going to pull that back in the wall. I'm going to actually mount it here, and the controller for the electric fence will be in here. We got the drain in. And then we also started, we needed some more screws. We got the area that was raccoon feces infested cleaned out. See where we took down this gate? We took it apart to reuse all that to, we're going to put concrete, a trim of concrete all the way up to the patio. And then we're going to use those boards and torque screw them into the bottom just to make it a little thicker on the boards. So I still got to take this side of the gate down. You can see where the insulated wire is going to make the jump to power the fence. So this is where, right there, you can see that there is a green wire that comes from the shed. The last section I electrified under the floor here, the wire runs out, I'll bury it, and then it'll come up the fence and it'll power the fence right here. And you can see we try to make it so humans don't touch it, but when the squirrels or the raccoons or other nature creatures get up there, they just get a little zap, nothing that'll hurt them or kill them. So this wire runs down and around, it'll be buried, and then it comes up on the other side, so that this side of the gate, so they can still open this gate without having to undo the electric wire. Okay, so it runs all the way around. It's hidden up there because it's on the back side of the gate, because there was 2 gates back there. But let me climb up here and show you something. I'll show you something really crazy. If I can get up here. I hurt my leg the other day, so okay, so now we're up here. So I had to cut all this back. We had to cut that back there, and so we cut this down yesterday, got all the possible grounding out. Anything that might ground it, we don't want that. And this is definitely where they were nesting, is why this rooftop was covered with feces. This is going to come down. Yeah, we had to cut that back. I tried to cut as much as I could, but you know, I'm not getting paid to do all that. I'm only getting paid to make sure this wire is clean. So I tried to do as much as I can to help the other neighbors control their situation. But you know, even my client was like, hey, hold up, you ain't getting paid for all that. So I had to stop, but I got a pretty good notch in there, and I think I got it to the point where raccoons you know, take their time about getting back in there. So you can see where the wire runs just on the rim, and it's where the neighbors aren't too often, and I'll put electric fence sign there so they see it. But I basically just ran it on top of the fence behind their shed, and then once it started coming back to where there are probably a lot in their yard, I ran it back on the top of the fence. So all the way around, it's on the top of the fence there. And yeah, that will stop. Now I didn't use the spring. A lot of people use a spring to give it that tension pull. I didn't do that. I literally just used the little tie downs there. Oh, my autofocus isn't focusing. Let me see if I can get it to focus for you. I basically just use these little tie downs. Why isn't my autofocus kicking in? Don't know. But it's the other gate, and she has a double opening gate, so this gate opens. So I did the same thing, wired it where they can open the gate without getting shocked, and same thing with the other side. You can see Goddess Isis sitting there. So yeah, compared to when we first came out, we're not doing bad. Same thing with this side. It runs along this gate all the way down, and same thing with the opening down there. It's the same setup. The good thing was she did have a reverse gate here, so I just ran it across the top. So, and yeah, they don't come up here too often, but I did the whole gate. So, and I ordered the Patriot 2 mile, just because there's so much wiring underneath the shed to just electrify the flooring, and you know, I had to put a lot of stuff down there to make sure that there's no grounding going on. So I went ahead and grabbed the 8-acre one, and then of course I also did this plug. I'm going to bury this with a tube on it, and the cool thing is that this is on a breaker already, so I'm just going to run the Patriot on the inside plug in the shed, and this will plug into this. And if it overloads, if the Patriots breaker doesn't kick off, this breaker will. So we won't have any problems. So yeah, and just a basic run. We're still got to clean all this out, and then we're going to put gravel. We patched from the inside. We put a few more rocks there, but we're going to actually bring in gravel and lay about a foot of gravel, get it level, and then we're going to drop a concrete pad back here. So that will stop that on the back side completely, and then we'll repair those panels that something has warped it or whatever happened that pushed it out. We'll fix that. We'll be taking that gate down back there, and then you can see the wire that comes from under the shed back there, and that's what's going to be buried, and it goes underneath the shed into the wired into the system inside. So this wire is the main wire that powers it all, and I'll take that back inside the shed, and then I'll run my ground wire. I'll ground it here and run my ground cable through there, and then hook all 3 of the grounds on this wire right here, and then I'll just wire a light in. So that's the basic concept. So far we've been really blessed. No raccoons have came back since that last one that I seen. They came in, and after I left, he came back in and died in here. We had some mice coming in. Even they're not coming in right now. We just seen a bunch of them outside. Seen a whole bunch of little mice. They didn't even run from us. They were actually trying to play with us. So, you know, I see the mice looking for a new way in, and if they can't find it, I'm really not worried about the raccoons finding a new way in. You can see right there an insulated wire jumping across to going from this system, which is where the power comes in, and it jumps across here to that system, and then there's one on the back wall that jumps over to that system, and that system jumps outside. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I think we did a okay job. Like I said, I'm used to having my table saw and cutting these lines perfect where it would fit together just like that. I didn't. I did it by hand, so I miscut a lot. You know, so there's a few spots I'm going to have to go get wood putty and just putty it in, make it look nice. And then something else that's bothering me is this spot right here. You can see the power lines down in there, the insulated one, where it patches in. But this part right here is kind of flimsy, and so I'm going to reinforce that too. And then other than that, we're almost done. The smell is slowly going away. We put sand, kitty litter, some sawdust, everything we could that soaks up odor. So, because even after cleaning up all that feces and the dead bodies, it still smells horrible in here. But now it's just a very light, you can smell it very lightly. You know, it's starting to get back to like a wood dust smell. So that's a good thing, and that's really a good sign as far as the work goes. And yes, in case you guys don't know, I'm trying to buy this one. I'm trying to get this. Yeah, the guy's selling both these bikes. And I was like, well, dang, how much? Because I need transportation. And you know my favorite transportation is my motorcycles. And this one looks like an Ace. This one looks like, I know it's an 1100. Yeah, I think this is an Ace. It's not a Harley. I think this is an Ace. Yeah, I think this is the Honda Ace. There's no markings on it at all, but this looks like a Honda body, not a Harley body. It looks like the classic. Oh, yep, shaft driven. It's a Honda. Yep, there's the shaft. It's a Honda. So Harleys run on chains. I ride them both, but 1100. This one's not bad at all. And I would go and just have them redo the carburetor with a cam. It's already got the unbaffled pipes. He's dropped it a few times. It needs some love. He lost his second person seat. I know this has nothing to do with my job, but it made my job worth coming to every day. Not just to be able to be creative and do this, but every day thinking, okay, I'm going to get this bike somehow. I'm going to get the bike. I'm going to talk to the dude, and we're going to work it out, and I'm going to buy this bike from him. So it just made it more fun, you know. You got to have fun. So anyway, that's my update. I'm pretty sure Goddess Isis has to do one, and then we will be posting it on YouTube. Again, I'm sorry, I get busy. When we get on the job site, we start working, and the next thing you know, we done did a whole day and forgot the videotape, you know. So I am working on that. We're going to do better with that. Oh yes, and the drainage system is in there. The drains are under there. I'm coming in to put a metal sheet here, take that piece of wood out, and the water runs straight onto the sheet, and that's the drainage system and running there, and the drain runs all the way back through here, all the way out the back wall. So they won't have any structural damage from the little bit of leakage of water that gets in here. So, okay. Thank you guys for watching my videos. I really do appreciate you, because this is a project. The guy's a veteran. You know, his wife is retired, and, you know, they just couldn't afford to keep paying the money to have the people come out. They, you know, and they needed a permanent solution that was efficient. And although I wasn't perfect, you know, my cuts was wrong, and it doesn't look bad. You know, I would like to redo the floor, but, you know, but I did it for them for 1/3 of the cost that they had paid over the years to get rid of the raccoons yearly. So now they're going to be permanently dealt with, and all this will be cleaned out, and, you know, they can start living their lives, because they're older, and, you know, they just should be enjoying right now. So, you know, it's a beautiful thing to be able to do this. I'll be honest, I made a total of $50 profit. Yeah, I spent all the money they gave me on the project and paying the other employees that helped me. So I made personally $50. That's what I made. But it was worth every single penny of it. Okay? All right. I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah, I tried this one, it's about to die.
Yeah, I probably left it on too long. There. Got it. Got it. You're level.
Stop cleaning.
Yep. Well, let me say this. So what I'm doing is put this support bar there, because there's already one here. So I just stuck an extra one in. I'm just patching it. And a lot of people would ask if this is the way I would do it if it was my house. And honestly, I would say yes, because I would also be planning on putting something on top of the floor. This is a shed, and she is planning on converting this area into something like where her and her husband can sit. So I'll be putting that wood floor that I used in the other shed project. I'll probably be doing it in this, and staining and installating and all that. So this will hold, and that's my concern, is will it hold this small square? And these two studs will do that, so people don't fall to the floor, and that's the concern. It looking pretty right now is not the main concern. It's patching it back up and having gotten rid of the infestation of raccoons. And now that we've done that, closing up the holes and putting everything back together. If it was something that it was a concern for her, for it to be pretty right now, I would just put in a whole new floor. Just get the osculating saw, cut out the floor, and put in a whole new floor. But it's not necessary. When she gets ready for the upgrade, we'll be putting a nice piece of pine over the top of this, and it will be very pretty as the floors. Just want to say that if it was my house, I would already be putting the pine. I'd be putting it right over, but I would still be patching the holes from getting the raccoons out. Okay? I know it's not perfect. I know. So we're doing the last test on the electrical, making sure there's no shorts, making sure it's firing and pulses. So here we got the Patreon. Let's go inside. Patreon, you can see it's got a little, oh, my focus, my autofocus ain't working. Okay, well, it's not focusing, but there is a little red light that's pulsating right there, and I'm sure if I touch that wire, I get the shit shocked out of me, or the stuff shocked out of me. So, let's go test that. Let's go test that. Got all that nice and cleared out. Electrical line running across the top. Don't touch it. Back up.
Oh no.
So if we, you already touched it once. You already had the true experience yourself.
I'm trying to go when you're doing this. Come on.
Okay, here's, stand over here by the tree. And you can see if I touch the line, you hear that little snap. So that's the pulse, that's the electric pulse. Meaning that once something steps on that gate, it's going to get a little shock. We're running at about 106 volts, which is good. 106 volts is a little below that 110, which I'm actually happy about. It ensures like when birds land on it, they don't die. They just get shocked and fly off. So right now, this yard is electrified, and as well as the floor in here has been electrified. So we went in here and tested.
Okay, swear, I'm trying to go.
Did it earlier. I'm not going to do it again. I make such long videos. But we stuck a line down there, and we grounded it out, and we tested it. And the line under the floor, the screen that's under this floor is here. Use the camera. Is electrified. So we're actually done with our project. So this whole floor is electrified. So the raccoons can't get in, and even the mice. I seen the mice in here yesterday. Today I heard them. They were coming through this little hole right here that where I miscut. Yeah, today I heard them scurrying out when we were testing, and there's a lot of screen back there. So it looks like we're all done. Just a little cleanup and putting the tools away. I'm running a temporary ground right there. Yes, I know this is horrible. I'm running a temporary ground so they're up and running. I ordered the kit and it only came with this and some wire. I wanted the one with the electric fence signs and all that. So I will have to get those. Go get the electric fence signs and the grounding rod and ground it. So I'll do a proper ground. I'll come back and do that. Probably I'll be doing some landscaping for her pretty soon. We'll be redoing all this. You know, we're tearing this, whatever it was. I thought it was a chicken coop. I don't know if they kept the dogs and the chickens back here. I'm not sure. It definitely looks like a chicken coop to me. So what we're going to do is turn that into a beautiful garden, create a path here going up where her husband in a wheelchair could get down if he needed to, and then probably a nice deck here, or the garden on this side, but that's too much shade, and the deck on that side. We're not sure yet, but we know we're coming back to do this. So when we come back to do this, I will go ahead and put in the grounding rod and the copper wire and do a proper ground so the boat just jump up to 110. But right now she's secured. I have it wired where you can actually go out the gate. So this line jumps it, and of course we buried it. It's buried. Then it comes back up that side and it jumps across. So yeah, we're done. And then the live line goes across the top of the inside of the gate. But if somebody reached over and touched this wire, they would get shocked, and that's why I need the electric fence signs on the outside, because some stranger might walk by and fall and try to use the fence to catch themselves and have long enough fingers to touch that. You never know. You never know. I believe anything is possible, so let's just do precautions so that people know that it's electric, and when they get shocked that you knew it was electric. So anyway, that's my video. I will talk to you guys soon. I thank you for watching my channel. I thank you for your support. Please subscribe.